I just want to introduce to you this ZetaTalk prophecy. This is a prophecy about the UK plate and what will happen during pole shift. Now, to me, pole shift is actually closely linked in with the Bible. I'll just go straight to it now. This is the sixth seal. This is Revelation chapter 6. And I looked when he opened the sixth seal, and behold, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became like blood, red, and the stars of the heavens fell to the earth, as a fig tree drops its late figs when it is shaken by a mighty wind. Then the sky receded as a scroll when it is rolled up, and every mountain and island is removed from its place. So when you see this bit, and every mountain and island is removed from its place, it's obviously when pole shift happens, the whole crust of the earth will be turned. But when it says every mountain and every island, it's referring to volcanic mountains are formed on fault lines, which are the ridges between the different plates. And obviously the same thing with islands. Islands can be formed from like Iceland and Japan and other islands like that. Hawaii, they're all volcanic islands which are formed from the connection between the plates. Now, and here you see, and the kings of the earth, and the great and the rich men, the commanders, the mighty men, every slave and every free man hid themselves in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him who sits on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb, for the great day of their wrath has come. That's what they say. That's what the people say that are running for their caves. So I just want to take you to ZetaTalk and what it says about pole shift, because here it's in England, this will result in a permanent drop of 75 feet, which is 22 meters. England, however, will not go completely under the waves, but in addition to the stretch action during the shift must be taken into account. At first, during the Earth's rotation stoppage, the water surrounding England may move north towards the poles. Then, during the shift, the waters will dramatically drop as the Atlantic widens. Here is where the danger lies, as within hours there will be a return of the waters with uncontrollable sloshing, and overall drop in the sea level will be apparent. Stay on high ground for at least a day. We have stated that England and the UK in general can anticipate a permanent drop of 75 feet, 22 meters in elevation due to the pole shift. This combined with a 670 foot drop in elevation due to the sea level rise within 2 years after the shift puts any land under 750 feet in today's elevation underwater. The islands of the UK are not large, so our advice is seek high ground at least 100 miles from a coastline and 200 feet above sea level. Must be altered for the UK. Seek the high mountains. Given the few miles that must be travelled during the last weeks, you should be camped on high ground. The height of the tidal waves, if 500 to 600 feet at the coastline and 200 feet 100 miles inland, then what would 50 miles inland present? We have advised for those that would be affected by the European tsunami, European tsunami, we estimate 200 to 300 feet in height. People that will be affected by the European tsunami is obviously people in the southwest of the UK. I'll move on to that in a minute. But this ZetaTalk here, where it talks about pole shift, well, I'll go on and say that it is the opening of the sixth seal. This is the event that's going to cause that this big event. And when it says the commanders run for their caves, what it's referring to is these big underground bunkers that they've made. Huge bunkers that all under the United States. Now, I always thought, why wouldn't they actually make any in the UK?